guys, this is Yelly, your simplifying bestie, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. You guys know that I'm constantly talking and sharing ways to simplify your life, save your money, be more intentional overall. As a now seasoned mom of four, I feel like I have learned and seen the things that I truly need or wish I would have had or wish I would have done different. And today we're gonna be talking about one of those products that I wish I would have had with all of my other kids, and that's gonna be Momcozy bottle washer. Now, I need to know why it never crossed my mind to actually give it a try to get a bottle washer. With my first baby, I had to be constantly pumping at work, and the amount of pumping parts, it was exhausting. I would come home and I would spend over an hour trying to wash everything. To be honest, I never really used or have used the dishwasher. For one, it's constantly full. I don't have the space for it. And two, I just think about all the cross-contamination. So Momcozy sent this for me to test it out and review it for you guys. So all of my thoughts and opinions are my own. First things first, when I got this, I was pretty impressed with the size. I don't know why I was picturing it to be this huge thing that would not even fit on my counters, and I am all about not having so much clutter, so this was a must, and it's one of my non-negotiables when I purchase something. Does it add value to my life? Does it fit? Does it just add clutter? Am I gonna be constantly using it, or is it gonna be a one-time use type of thing? So those are things that I look for when it comes to buying baby gear or baby items, or just anything for that matter. So like I said, my first thought was it's a good size. It's fairly lightweight. So I don't need my husband to be helping me with this at all, to be carrying it around anywhere. It came with everything that I needed. So the lid, the water tank, this little top rack, which I love that you can flip it in two sides in case you need more space at the top. And then you put the lid on the top, or you can flip it this way and you have more space on the bottom rack. It came with the plugins, which you just need a standard plug-in, and the water to drop the water into the sink, or a bucket if you don't want to put it right next to your sink. It also already came with the tablets from Momcozy, which in total are 60 tablets. So that's very convenient. It's all ready to go. And it also comes with a HEPA filter, which keeps the bottle sterile for up to 72 hours, which is a great, just in case of those times that you forget to take them out. You don't have to immediately take them out. They'll still be sterile and clean in there. Now, when it comes to the setup, it is quite simple. It's super easy, which again, we keep it super simple around here. All you have to do is plug in the two plugins that it came with, which is the electrical outlet and then the draining water hose. That's literally all you have to, and then like I said, you connect the electrical outlet to the power outlet, and then this one you can either put it in a bucket so the water falls in there, or like I do, I put it right next to my sink and then the water falls in the sink, which to me that is super convenient. Now, one of the reasons why I've been personally loving this is because not only has it saved me time, but with all the pieces and all the things that we have to carry around, I don't have to worry about having to start a load of dishwasher, which takes up to 4 hours sometimes. My dishwasher is completely full by the end of the day. I don't have the space, and I simply sometimes just need to get it done real quick, and this allows me to just focus on that. And not only does it wash the bottles, but it also washes the pumping parts, which that's what I do. I mostly breastfeed, and then I will be occasionally be pumping. And it also washes baby gear, baby pacifiers, the bottle nipples, and just smaller things like that that are super convenient in my opinion. And again, this was one of those things that I always said, no, I don't want it, I don't need it, and now I understand the hype. And it is wise to recognize sometimes when you did or do something wrong, or you don't just admit to something that I probably should have at least given it a try a few years ago. So this is one of my regrets of not getting it sooner. So whenever it's all set up, it's all going to be connected. All you have to do is fill the water tank with water, purified, distilled water, and then you're going to fill it up to the fill line right there. You're going to put it back in the back right here. Super simple to assemble right there. And you're going to start loading up your bottles. Of course, the bottle's facing down, so the water jets can actually clean the bottle. It'll fit 4 standard sized bottles. It could be any size. Like I said, if you have the longer bottles, you can put it down and then you just use this top rack this way so that it has more space on the bottom. And if you have the smaller ones, then you can flip it this way and then you can put bigger ones on the top as well. So I personally only have the smaller bottles and that's fine to me. Then for me, the biggest part are the pump parts. So you just put them facing down like I'm showing you guys right now. And then you just make sure that the water jets are actually hidden on them so that they get really clean. Then at the top, I'm going to do the smaller pieces from the pump or the bottle nipple. Again, making sure that they're facing down so the water jets can hit it. All you have to do then is cover it up and it's ready to go. Then you're gonna start it. Let me plug it in. It has 4 cycles: the rapid, the normal, the storage, and the steam. The rapid is 19 minutes, the normal is 29 minutes, and then it'll store it. That means that you can leave it there for the up to 72 hours, and it'll also steam dry it. The rapid does not have the option for steaming, so you have different combinations that you can use from. Right here, it will show you the combinations that you can start. It has a quick guide, which is super cool. You're gonna have the quick wash and dry mode, normal wash and dry mode. You have sterilizer only, dry and storage only. So you have options here. You're not limited to just one thing because sometimes we just need to do some other things. And again, you're just gonna fill it up with water. You're gonna push start and it'll start washing. Depending on the cycle that you used, it'll take up to that time for it to start working. Now to dry it, it'll dry and dump into the dishwasher, like I said, if you have the water hose in the dishwasher, or you can use a bucket. Don't forget to add the detergent tablets. Like I said, it already comes with 60 of them, so you don't even have to worry about it. What I love about these tablets is that it removes the stubborn milk film and odors. It's non-toxic and hypoallergenic, it's baby safe, and it's fragrance free. So you just toss one of these little tablets in there and then you're ready to go. Now, when it comes to the maintenance, of course, just like everything, there's got to be some type of maintenance. I've been trying to clean this thing about once a month or so, and it's super simple. What I do is that I use a little bucket and I add some warm water, add some soap, and I just rinse and wash in there. I make sure that everything is super dry. I let it air dry, make sure everything is dry before I put all the parts in there. It was super easy to disassemble. And then it was just as easy to assemble everything back in there. Overall, I really think that this is something worth investing on because it's not only gonna save you so much time, but it's just gonna give you that freedom to do something else because this thing is gonna be doing its job while you're doing something else. Because as parents, as moms, time is our most valuable asset, and this is something that we need a lot. Overall, I really think that this is one of those products that I wish I would have had from the very beginning with all of my kids. It is definitely worth the investment. It not only gives me my time back, but it gives me that peace of mind knowing that everything is actually clean and I'm doing the right thing. So I'm going to leave a link in the description below for you to check it out yourself. Now, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. It is time for me to have some baby cuddles. And as always, I love you so much. Bye.